the most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $400,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
Motorsports and racing cars is a big part of the heritage here at G-Stone Motors. Todd and I have been racing each other for years. I love the one-on-one competition. It comes bottom line, we're all behind each other and support each other with everything we do. I think that says a lot about our company's culture. I'm Vince Quinville, Service Manager at G-Stone Motors.
G-Stone Motors, your family Ford dealership, Route 7 South, Middlebury, Vermont.
Welcome in here tonight, race fans, here to the dirt track at Charlotte. Tonight, it is the G-Stone Motors 358 Modified Series brought to us by the 802 iRacing League. Race fans, my name is Roger Muth, and I'm glad to be back here in the booth this season, as it is season number 4. It's been a long off season. These drivers have practiced in their real-world cars. Not only some of these drivers behind the wheel, some of these drivers setting up those cars. Some of these drivers being the tech inspectors of the cars, some of them being the officials, and some of them just like you and me, race fans, out there sitting in the stands. Charlotte has a very close spot to my heart here, as just behind the start-finish line, 26 rows up. Right there is usually where I sit in November. This November, we had to take the year off, but we're here tonight, the virtual side of things, with the iRacing.com platform, as we are getting ready to watch the G-Stone Motors 358 Modified Series head to the track for season number 4. Speedy Brissett won season number 1, then it was Damian Ward dominating in season number 2, and Sam Bachman, the agent out there, picking up season number 3. Who's going to pick up this season, race fans? Well, we're going to catch it all right here on the Turn 3 Racing Network, because that is where we are this season, as we have been for the past 3 seasons. Can't count this one in the books yet. We're just starting. We do got to thank the Super Dirt Car Series for coming on board this year, because all the heat races we're about to watch, passing points will add up for that championship inside the big championship. Mr. Radiator Auto Sales, the Lottasaur family, we got to thank them for coming on board this season. The hard charger in our feature event, well, $5 going to go to the iRacing.com credit site to that driver. And of course, we got to thank the Expert Installations, who will be sponsoring the trophies at the end of the season. Well, that's because those trophies are going out to the top 3 in the championship standings. But race fans, as I can see them down here on the front straightaway, let's waste no time. Let's get that starting lineup for you here tonight. And it looks like it's going to be on the right-hand side of the screen. Speedy Brissett, he picked up the Season 1 championship. He'll start P number 1 here in heat race number 1. To the outside of him, it'll be Jeff Sharp out of the Thunder Ridge Racing number 28. He'll start P number 2. Sean Green's back in the mean green number 27 machine. He'll start P number 3 here tonight, with Chad Lackey in car number 66 in 4th. That'll be Shane Pearson in car number 193. He'll start 5th. Eddie Brissett, the tap dancer, back here tonight. Car number 15 will start in 6th. Harold Klump is back in car number 35. He'll start from the 7th starting spot here tonight. And Ryland Banks, car number 76, will go from 8th. Steven Ritter going to make a debut here tonight at the dirt track at Charlotte. There you see all your drivers out there onto the raceway, race fans. That is heat race number 1, as they're going to come by the front straightaway here. Who do you got out there? Do you have the one-time champion Speedy Brissett? He also has a win here at the dirt track at Charlotte. Well, what do you think about Eddie Brissett back there in that number 15 machine? Or maybe you got somebody like Steven Ritter coming to the dirt side. Who do you have here tonight? 9 drivers, 5 to qualify if my uno doses and traces are right here tonight. Race fans, as the iRacing.com pace truck makes its way to the inside. The Super Dirt Car Series heat races. 4 of them on the docket here tonight. 2 last chance qualifiers lock in here through the heat races, and you don't have to worry about the dreaded last chance qualifiers. Ready though, this time at the start finish line, the green flag is up on season number 4. Heat races underway here from the dirt track at Charlotte. As you see, at 8 laps the distance here in our first heat race of the evening. Couple drivers down around the bottom, but the battle is at the top spot. Down to the inside is the 03 of Speedy Brissett. Here comes, who is that? That is going to be the number 66, Chad Lackey, who tried to make it 3 wide at the line, though. Speedy Brissett leading lap number 1. So lap 1 in the books here tonight, going to Speedy Brissett. Will he be able to hold on to it? Watching those top 5 drivers right now as we work around the speedway. 3 wide at the transfer spot. It'll be green through the middle. That was the 93 of Shane Pearson down there onto the bottom. Wasn't able to make it quite work. Right now it's Brissett who is 3 wide for the race lead. Chad Lackey's there to the inside, and that was Sharp to the outside. They figured it out. Speedy Brissett going to lead another one here tonight early in this one. Can he lead them all? 5 to go this time by 5 laps remaining here. There's C4 to go. The inside lane looking very sporty down there. Chad Lackey in car number 66 making it work early. 3 wide back there. Clump, Sharp, Green all right there around the bubble. Battle for the race lead continues, though. The bottom lane looking good for the Billings number 66 of Chad Lackey at the line. Still give it to that 03 of Speedy Brissett, but ever so slowly. Every inch matters here tonight, and Lackey is just making it work. That right foot putting the pedal down. It's got the right tap dancing going on. 2 laps to go as the popsicle sticks are up into the air. It'll be 2 more times around the dirt track at Charlotte. Brissett and Lackey still battling for the top spot. Sharp, Clump, and Green are the top 5 drivers right now, are slated to go to the big dance right out of the qualifier. White flag in the air here. Final trip around for heat race number 1. It's still Brissett and Lackey right at the bubble back there. It's still Clump and Green. Banks on the outside, Brissett on the outside. Final times through turns 3 and 4 at the line. Drag race. Give it to Speedy Brissett. Season 1's champion going to pick that one up. It'll be Speedy Brissett, Chad Lackey, Jeff Sharp, Harold Clump, and Sean Green, all making their way in to the big dance right here after heat race number 1. So that means heat race number 2 is coming to the starting grid, and they will come to formation just like this. Starting P number 1 here in heat race number 2 tonight, driving car number 30, that'll be Cody McPherson. Cody McPherson out of Canada, driving car number 30, starting P number 1. To the outside of him, car number 11 here tonight, that'll be Randall Dixon. Dixon, car number 11. Matt Taylor making his debut in car number 151, I do believe. He'll start P number 3. Clay Christopherson, he's back here this season. Car number 51 will roll from 4th. How about the Bachman, last season's champion? He'll roll from P number 5. Starting back into the 6th starting spot here tonight, Ted York in car number 09 will start P number 6. Matt Barber, car number 30, hailing from north of the border here tonight, starting in 7th. It'll be Mason Haney in car number 89, rolling from the 8th spot. And how about the number 126 here tonight? That'll be Andrew Hainsley back there, starting shotgun to the field. Another 9 drivers, another 5 to qualify. 8 laps here in heat race number 2. Heat race number 2 brought to us here tonight by the Super Dirt Car Series. You're traveling, well, Northeast Modified Series. They come all over the Northeast from, well, New York, New Jersey. They're down here in Pennsylvania, and I think I saw, team didn't tell me, and I may have actually just missed the press release, I do believe the Super Dirt Car Series is going to head over to Ohio, to the Mansfield Speedway next season. I totally know that got put out there somewhere, and I just missed it through my busy off the air kind of life. But we're ready to go. 9 drivers, 5 to qualify right here out of heat race number 2. It'll be another 8 laps around the dirt track here at Charlotte. These 358 modifieds coming to the green this time. McPherson down there. Oh, he'll make a little contact. Randall Dixon and McPherson making contact. That'll put the number 11. There you see the green machine of Randall Dixon. Right now he went from the front row, well, to one of the last cars locked in here. Lap number 1 is going to go to Matt Taylor. Taylor leading the first time around here in heat race number 2. 3 wide battle down the back straightaway. McPherson, Taylor, and Clay Christopherson. At the line, give it. I believe that was once again Taylor waiting for that scoring. But look at them. They are 3 wide, almost 4 wide. One of them going to make contact with the outside retaining wall. Barber is involved in that one. He got a little piece of the wall, and I believe that might have been Ted York or Andrew Hansley who were put up into the outside wall. Being told it was the 126 of Andrew Hansley. There you see him. He's running back into the 8th position currently. At the front, look at him go. It is the full throttle motorsports number 51 of Clay Christopherson out front leading. Look at the number 11. I'm stuttering here trying to look at it. That's the number 11 of Randall Dixon. He's made his way back into P number 2 here, right where he started tonight's heat race. So it's Christopherson, Dixon, Taylor, Bachman, and McPherson as they all run down the back straightaway. There you see it. McPherson under attack, though. Here comes Matt Barber. Car down on the bottom. The white entry with the red numbers. It'll be the old popsicle sticks as they come by that time. So 2 more times around. Does anybody have anything for Christopherson? This time, white silk will be in the air to be the final trip around heat race number 2. Christopherson, Dixon, Taylor, Bachman, Barber now going to take a little bit of a bumper bar ahead of the number, I guess it's the number 7 here on our scoring. Transponder not reading. It's going to be Christopherson, Dixon, Taylor, Bachman, McPherson as they all come along. So Clay Christopherson going to take that one of heat race number 2. Just like that, 2 heat races of the season are in the books. So Speedy Brissett and Clay Christopherson going to have a good starting spot here in their feature event coming up. I should say the feature event coming up. 3rd heat race coming to us just like this. The Mr. Radiator, number 23 of Joey Lattisaur on the pole here for this one. To the outside of him, it'll be car number 20 of Cody Harris. Back in P number 3 will be Tyler Knuth in car number 41. That'll be Kelly Wheeler, car number 11, rolling from the 4th spot. It'll be the 04 there of Brandon Guerin in car 04. He'll start P number 5. And Trevor, I'm going to mess this up, and Dean's going to correct me next week. Gruix. We're totally going to get that wrong for you, Trevor. But hey, car number 75 here tonight, hailing north of the border. And starting back into the 7th spot out of New York, Stephen Brissett in car number 59. And how about the driver out of Syracuse, New York? Piling car number 79, that'll be the Super Duke Car Series sponsored entry of Dean Reynolds here tonight. 8 drivers, 5 more to qualify out of this. Everybody else will head to one of the LCQs here tonight. So 2 already in the books. Who do you have here out of the... Yeah, 2 in the books. What do you got out of the 3rd one? Lattisaur, Harris, Wheeler, Guerin, Reynolds, and a handful of other drivers here tonight about to show us how to get around this dirt track at Charlotte. Sun's going down, race fans. Running out of heat races. Running out of time to lock yourself into the big dance here tonight. Which driver does it right here? Another 8 laps are on the board here as they get ready to come by the starter stand. Harris, Lattisaur on the front row. Great start by the Mr. Radiator, number 23, down on the bottom. But look at Cody Harris. He was able to keep the momentum up top there. It looks like Lattisaur that time hit a bump down going into 3. Lap number 1, going to go to the number 20 of Cody Harris. Harris leading that lap. Lattisaur falling into 2nd. Wheeler trying to wheel around the outside of that number 23. Trevor and Tyler back there battling on the bubble spots. One car a little bit out of shape. That's going to be the BG entry of Brandon Guerin. He's going to fall off to the backside of the pack. Plenty of time to work your way back in. Dean Reynolds already up from shotgun to the field. He is now running into the 4th spot. There you see the full throttle motorsports number 79 of Dean Reynolds working the outside. He was just down there in Charlotte at the World Finals. Back home, though, in Syracuse, New York, and big contact for the number 79 of Dean Reynolds. Ran out of room coming out of turn number 2, squeezed up into the outside fence. So Reynolds goes from being in P number 4 back to P number 8, with just 4 laps to go. He's going to have to get on the horse, just like the number 11 of Kelly Wheeler. Wheeler working the outside of the speedway. As you see Cody Harris able to slam the door and hold it tight right now. It's Harris, Wheeler, Ladisor. Enough. And my good old buddy Trevor back there, running in the 5th position. 2 laps to go this time. Here comes, the 41. Tyler trying to get a couple more spots. They're not able to slide up in front. That's going to cost him. Now he's back onto the transfer spot. Tyler now running back into the P number 5 as this time by the White Silk will fly. Here we go, the final trip around the speedway here in heat race number 3. Cody Harris trying to run away with this one. It'll be Cody Harris, his first ever heat race victory if he can hold it, and he will. It'll be Cody Harris at the line. That'll be Wheeler, Trevor, Tyler, and Steven Brissett rounding out the top 5 positions. Everybody else having to go to, well, I told you they didn't want to go there, the last chance qualifier. So with 15 drivers already knowing they are going to the big dance, who are the final 5 drivers? Because right here, the final heat race of the evening coming to call, and it'll be Jason Butterfield, car number 93 out of the Venom Racing Stables entry. He'll start P number 1. Justin DeRosier there in car number 29 out of Canada. He will start P number 2. How about this gentleman? Starting car number 4, P number 3 here in the final heat race of the evening. That'll be CJ LeVere. He'll start car 4, P3. Anthony Roselli, the driver out of Pennsylvania, will start there into the 4th starting position. How about Shane Billings? Race car driver, influencer, Twitch streamer. I don't know what he is these days. He might be a bowler. But hey, Shane Billings in car number 17 will start P number 5. Scotty Riome, he's back here tonight. He has a win here at the dirt track at Charlotte. Scotty Riome will start P number 6. Glenn Sharp in car number 99 will roll from the 7th spot. And how about this gentleman? Car number 3. Garen Brimmer is back here this season with the Modifieds. He'll start shotgun to the field, and I'm just being told, I said he was back, race fans, and he did not make the call. Unfortunately, the 3 of Garen Brimmer will be a no-show here for heat race number 4. So we're going with 7 drivers, 8 laps the distance. 8 laps going to be the distance here. Let's see, who do you got in this one? How about the 29D on the front row? What about the second row? Car number 4. Who do you got? Shane Billings from, well, row 3? Or maybe you got Sharp from the tail. Let's find it out by putting 8 laps up there and turn these 358 Modifieds loose. Everybody comes up to full song and dance into one off of turn number 2. They'll be side by side for the race lead. JD to the outside. Oh, and hold on to her. There comes a slider. Butterfield gonna slide and a crossover. Justin gonna lead lap number 1 as CJ LeVere just chomping down around the bottom. Oh, a little contact for the race lead. Rosier up into the wall, and I believe Anthony Roselli going to back it in there. We're going to stay green for the time being, as it looks like everybody's going to be able to gather themselves up. It'll be LeVere, Butterfield, Riome, Billings, Sharp right now. The top 5 drivers. Top 5 drivers have broken away. Anthony Roselli is sitting about 3 seconds back after going for a little bit of a slide there with DeRosier. So if these drivers can keep it cool, calm, and collective, these drivers will all advance themselves into the feature event here. No caution flags here on our Heat Races race fans, so if you're wondering why the caution flag did not come out, well, we've got to keep the show moving here. So LeVere, Butterfield, Riome, Billings, Sharp right now out front. And there you see those 5 drivers, and you got to go a little bit back. There you see the Van Sickle Electric number 7 of Anthony Roselli. He's back running in 6th. Then there you see the 29D, Justin DeRosier, back there in the 7th position. He's going to have to catch the last chance qualifier because 3 laps remaining here in this one. You just never know what's going to happen. Billings working the bottom side, seeing if he can pick up another one. That'll be Scotty Riome as the Popsicle 6 are up. Throw him up. Two more laps around the speedway here in the final heat race of the evening. CJ LeVere opening up about a little under a half a second race lead. Call it 4 or 5 car lengths right now from LeVere back to Butterfield. White flag into the air. CJ LeVere going to take it, see if he can come back around. So LeVere had himself a good heat race as we still watch the battle back here for the second spot. Riome trying to get to the bottom. But it'll be CJ Levere, Jason Butterfield, Riome, Billings, and Sharp. Everybody else gonna have to go to the LCQ. Sky Riome gonna pull it down to the infield there. He is locked in tonight. There's CJ Levere in the Heath Auto, number 4. Looks like, if my math is right, we're going to go with one LCQ here, so we'll take 4 drivers out of the LCQ, and we're going to come to the green flag looking like this. Raylan Banks, car number 76, will start P number 1. To the outside, it'll be Matt Barber. It looks like his transponder is scoring 31. I believe car number 16, though, for Matt Barber. And it's going to be Dean Reynolds in car number 79. He'll start P number 3 with Anthony Roselli right alongside him. Eddie Brissett back into the 5th starting spot with Mason Haney in car number 89 back in 6th. Brandon Guerin back in the 7th starting spot. DeRosier in car number 29 will start in 8th. Ritter in car number 16 will go from the 9th starting spot. Hansley back there in 10th. Ladouceur in 11th. Brimmer not going to make the call here, so we're going to skip his entry. So that move Shane Pearson up into the 12th starting spot, and Ted York will tag the back of the field. 20 drivers locked into tonight's A main feature event. 4 coming right out of this one. So 4 drivers will transfer in. A stacked last chance qualifier, race fans. I would not want to be behind one of the any of their wheels here in these 358 modifieds. Hansley going to start from deep. Ladouceur going to come from deep. DeRosier, Haney, Roselli, Reynolds, Barber, Banks. You could make this the feature right here. Who do you have? Who's going home? Who's watching with you? Brimmer not making the call, so we'll go 13 cars forward to qualify. This time, out of 4, the green silk is waving. Here we go. Put 10 on the board. Reynolds trying to sneak down on the bottom already there as Banks leaves the bottom open. Here comes Reynolds. 3 wide for that 2nd, 3rd, and 4th position. Roselli is right there. Reynolds at the line, though, to be Barber coming across first. So Barber, one car headed to the infield. Couple of them getting tangled here. One driver, I believe that was Ted York, that had a problem. So York, Ritter, Ladouceur, Brissett all having some issues here. 8 to go at the front. It's Barber. Reynolds with a slider on Banks. Banks going to make a little contact, telling the old man, let's get it wound up and rolling. Anthony Roselli going to go, hey, I like the look of it. I'll take 2 for 1. So Roselli now up into P number 2. Reynolds so trying to come take it back. And there you see that's the number 4 of Brandon Guerin. Guerin right there. Brissett has pulled it down to the infield. So is Ted York and Steve Ritter. Their night will be done here in the last chance qualifier. Little contact there from Ryland Banks into the BG Graphics entry. Oh, he'll tag Reynolds. Reynolds going to go around. Guerin involved. Reynolds gets it pointed back into the right direction. Little redirect right there. Reynolds got saved. He's now on the bubble. Him and Brandon Guerin with just 5 laps to go. Here comes Justin DeRosier, and I believe that is Shane Pearson. Pearson is right there also. 5 drivers trying to break away. Barber, it looks like he has set himself clear for the time being, as he'll see 3 to go. He has about a 1-second lead over Anthony Roselli. Roselli holding P number 2, looking pretty good right now. Reynolds is back there running in 3rd, and now it is going to be Mason Haney. Haney there running into the 4th and final transfer spot, the flat out. Number 89. So with 2 laps to go, Shane Pearson has fallen off the back. Ryland Banks, Andrew Hansley, all just outside the transfer spot. The white silk will fly this time by one more time here in the LCQ. Matt Barber looking to pick this one up from start to finish here tonight. So it'll be Barber, Roselli, Reynolds, and Haney all transferring in here. As everybody comes across, we'll wait for the timing and scoring, but that is going to be the 4 drivers, Barber, Roselli, Reynolds, and Haney, all moving on to tonight's main event coming up here in just a couple of minutes, race fans. Boy, what a good batch of racing this already was for the season opener here tonight at the dirt track at Charlotte. And just like that, the wonderful world of iRacing going to transform this beautiful speedway here. As you see, the lights are on. These drivers are going to go out there and work the track in just a little bit more, race fans, but we're going to take a quick step away with the old whistle. Go grab the popcorn, listen to the invocations here, as we'll be right back here with more racing for the G-Stone Motors 358 Modified Series.
Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north, strong and free. From far and wide, oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets regular, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
At G-Stone Motors, our customers know the value of hard work, so we work hard to find them the right vehicle.
Journey waiting to start. Imagine us going far. Oh, and we'll go farther than we've been ever before.
G-Stone Motors, Route 7 South, Middlebury, Vermont.
Welcome back here to the dirt track at Charlotte, race fans. It may be quiet right now all around the speedway. That's because these drivers have made their final preparations. We've dusted off the speedway. We're getting ready to go feature racing. 24 drivers here tonight out of the, I believe it was 35 drivers. I believe that was right. Last time I Counted anyway. I didn't take my shoes off, though, so sometimes that Pennsylvania education I have may mislead me. But these drivers ready to do battle here to see who will come out here with the win at the dirt track at Charlotte. Speedy Brissett, Clay Christopherson, Cody Harris, CJ Lavere have all picked up heat race wins already. Matt Barber came in as the winner of the last chance qualifier. Who will win here tonight in the feature? We don't know. We're all about to find out together, but we got to thank the Super Dirt Car Series for coming on board this year, along with G-Stone Motors, along with Mr. Radiator Auto Service, and Expert Installation. Here tonight, we couldn't do it without them, race fans. Without them, without you, without the drivers, we wouldn't be here to call such great racing action. I'm ready. It's been a long off season, and this is what you all have come to see. This is your starting lineup here tonight as these drivers are ready to go. Starting lineup looks like this. Bieber set in car 03 will roll from the pole, I do believe, here tonight. Watch it. We're going to invert it, and I'm going to forget it or miss the note. But hey, we're going to call it Brissett to the front row with Clay Christopherson in car number 51. To the inside of row number 2, that'll be the number 20 of Cody Harris. CJ Lavere will go car 4 in P4. Chad Lackey in the 66 will roll from 5th, while Randall Dixon, car number 11, will go from 6th. 7th will be Kelly Wheeler. Jason Butterfield will roll from 8th. Jeff Sharp in 9th. Matt Taylor will go from 10th position here tonight. Trevor Brunix in car number 75 will go from 11th. Scotty Riome will go from the 12th starting spot here tonight. 13th will be Harold Klump in car number 35. Then it'll be Sam Bachman coming from 14th. 15th here tonight will be Tyler Neff in car number 41. Then it'll be Shane Billings back in 16th. 17th, Deshaun Green. Cody McPherson back there into the 18th spot. Steven Brissett in 19th. Glenn Sharp 20th here tonight. Matt Barber scheduled to go from 21st. 22nd will be Anthony Roselli. Dean Reynolds in 23rd. And Mason Haney rounding out the 24 car field here tonight. Race fans, take a good look at them as they come by here. Who do you have winning our feature here tonight at the dirt track at Charlotte? These drivers, they've waited just as much as you guys have all off season to get this show on the road. There you see the drivers getting nose to tails. The iRacing.com base truck is in, ready to light the fire. The 358 Modified Series coming to life, brought to you here tonight at the dirt track at Charlotte by G-Stone Motors. Good start by the front row of Christopherson and Brissett, but it'll be the full throttle Motorsports number 51 of Clay Christopherson pulling down the back straightaway as the race leader. Lap number 1 of the season. Give it to the number 51. Clay Christopherson out front here early in this one. As look at them all back there, right around the Wheeler position. That is the 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th. They're all out there. 2 wide, 3 wide, 4 wide here tonight. 4 wide racing in the season opener here at the dirt track at Charlotte. I don't even know where to look, race fans. There's that much racing action. It's one of those Will Ferrell moments. I got hands and I don't know what to do with them. Look at it. That is the number 4 of Scott Riome. He was in the battle there. There you see him, that number 4 entry, the dark red machine. He started 12th. He was 4 wide for a couple moments. Sam Bachman is right there. 41, Neff right there. Green is there. Billings trying to work his way. 5 laps to go into the books this time. Clay Christopherson, though, has led them all. It's Christopherson, Lackey, Lavere, Harris, Brissett. The top 5 drivers here tonight. There you see the Billings Motorsports number 66 of Chad Lackey. He's been able to pick up 3 spots so far here tonight. Oh, a little bit of a bobble that time for the Public Enemy setup shop number 4 of CJ Lavere. That'll let Cody Harris get down to the bottom side. There you see the Harris Racing number 20. Cody Harris last season making a handful of feature events here on a Tuesday night. Not able to pick up the big win. Picked up an LCQ. 1 driver up into the wall back there. That's the number 41. Having some problems. Tyler Neff, it looks like he has got it all gathered back up. But boy, was he out of shape in a whole thundering herd coming at him. So he'll drop to the tail of the field. We'll see if he can work his way back through here. Still 28 laps to go here tonight in our feature at the dirt track at Charlotte. So far, there it is, the number 51 out front. It's still Christensen, Lackey, LeVere, Harris, Brissett, the top 5 drivers. Matt Barber down around the bottom side. Just trying to tiptoe through the daisies down there. You see to the outside of him, that was Bachman and then Riom as they were 3 wide racing. 3 wide deep into the pack. One driver into the outside wall. Matt Taylor in car number 15 going to go for a spin. The first caution flag of the evening going to come out onto the speedway. Harold Klump in car number 35 also involved here tonight. Both cars pulling away. It does look like number 15 of Taylor, though, going to work his way to the infield. See if they can fix up that entry and get him back out onto the speedway. So the first caution flag of the evening coming out here. We'll take a look in just a couple of moments here. It looks like they do have it. This is the replay here tonight. There's the 15. Up into the wall. Another driver involved pulling away. I believe that was Scotty Riom pulling away in car number 4. Anthony Roselli also going to get a little bumper damage on that one. Take one final look at it. There you see Riom into the back of Taylor and Klump having nowhere to go. We're going to line them back up here in just a couple of moments, 2 by 2. Looks like all drivers are back out onto the speedway, so Taylor, Klump will all join at the tail of the field. The drivers being told to double them up 2 by 2 here on the front straightaway. We'll go green next time by the starter stand. It'll be Christopherson, Lackey, LeVere, Harris. The first 4 drivers as the iRacing.com pace truck will make its way to the safety of pit road. Pace truck provided to iRacing.com by the G-Stone Motors. Here we go. Bring them back to green. 26 to go at the line. Call it 25. One driver going way up around the outside. Grunix, there it is. Lackey still trying to get to the bottom. 3 wide battle back there for that 3rd spot. Harris going to come out of that one with the momentum there with car number 20. He'll hold P number 3 as CJ LeVere tries to go to the bottom. So LeVere going to lose a couple spots here. Lackey trying to work the middle, see if there's any grip. So far, it's been all dominated by the driver that is out front, though. Can he hang on? Still a lot of racing left. It looks like Lackey's getting that momentum wound up. A little deeper into the field here, though. Randall Dixon, remember, he got a little contact through his heat race, and he's got that car into P number 9 right now. All green look here tonight for Randall Dixon. Brand new colors for him. But how about Bachman, driver of that 007 entry, last season's champion? He's worked himself just outside the top 10. Battle for the race lead, though. Lackey had it for a moment. I saw the transponder flick, and then it went right back to the number 51 of Christopherson. Christopherson just working the bottom, trying to stay off those Ute tires at the line. New race leader, Chad Lackey in the Billings, number 66, going to the point here with just 20 laps to go. 20 laps to go. 3-car battle. Trevor to the outside. Lackey there leading the way. Christopherson trying to claw back on the bottom. Christopherson has not brought the Full Throttle Motorsports number 51 off the bottom side of the speedway here tonight. Maybe he's got the grip hacks working. Wheeler and Dixon doing a little bit of jockeying back there. Remember, Dixon having to come from a little bit deeper here. He slid back on the initial start, now worked himself back into the top 10. Scotty Riom into the top 10 for the first time here tonight. There you see the number 4, no stranger to victory lane here at the Dirt Track at Charlotte. A one-time winner here on the tour. There's a little contact, and oh boy, sideways for the 11 of Dixon. Randall Dixon sideways. Now another driver sideways. We're going to take him for a turn. Couple drivers into the outside wall. Jeff Sharp. There you see His entry sideways. Glenn Sharp also. Car number 99. The yellow entry missing a left front wheel. So that one all came undone real quick. Take a look back here. Might need a couple looks at it. There you see the 27. That is Sean Green. Mason Hanley got into the back of him. That took the 27 around. There's the 99 of Sharp, though, already around. Let's see if we can get a different look at it. So it already starts with the 29 going around. As Jeff Sharp, the number 29, got tagged, and everybody else nowhere really to go. There's the initial contact that started everybody getting squirrely. Jeff Sharp drove it in. That's what puts us under caution flag. One driver down to the infield there. You see the number 99 of Glenn Sharp was not able to drive it back. He got put on the virtual hook. So these drivers do have something we obviously don't have on a Saturday night or a Friday night at the local short track. These drivers, because we're racing virtual here on the iRacing.com platform, obviously no driver injured, which is great. And, well, these drivers are going to get what's called a backup car. Chance 2. A quick repair, as a lot of drivers would call them. So we'll be able to see Glenn Sharp hopefully get back out onto the speedway here. We did get the one to go. These drivers are given limited time to get their cars back out onto the speedway. We'll see if Sharp can join the tail of the field as soon as we go green, but we're ready to go. One driver down to the inside here. We'll see it looks like out of place for the number 28. We'll see if we get the green flag off of turn 4 this time. Looks like we will. We'll go green flag racing. 15 laps to go. Lackey with a great start. Harris trying to get back into P number 2 here tonight. He was as high as running. Caution lights. Caution lights for Harold Klump, it looks like. Harold there in car number 35. There you see him. He was running in the 17th position at the time of caution. Shane Billings got checked up, and then nowhere for Mason Haney to go. Sorry, Mason Haney. Let's see. We do have one of these onboard cameras in car number 35. Riding on board with Klump. Smallest little bit of contact there got him going around. He was able to snap it back into prediction, or snap it back into the right direction. So it looks like we have some transponders and whatnot messed up here. We're going to see if we can get these drivers put back into the right spots. Everybody looks like they have to come around the iRacing.com pace truck. Hey, race fans, you know where you can go to get your, new vehicle to get you through winter and then to the racetrack in the spring? Well, there's one spot. G-Stone Motors. Family owned and operated up there in Middlebury, Vermont. We got to thank the whole Stone family for supporting the 802 iRacing series here. We know Justin and the gang was just down there at the dirt track at Charlotte for the World Finals. I think I even actually saw Justin make an appearance at Bridgeport Speedway not too long ago also here. I say here as like, I live in New Jersey or something. Race fans, we're out of Pennsylvania. Come on now. Looks like we are going to stop these drivers here just for a moment. We're going to let everything cycle back through. So what do you think so far, race fans, as we work the third caution flag of the evening? Looking at it, one driver has called it an evening here at the dirt track at Charlotte. That's car number 99 of Glenn Sharp. He'll be scored 24th here at the end of this feature event. Lights are still on. We're going to give them a little lap, I believe, here behind the iRacing.com pace car. All right. Official saying we believe this is the correct scoring. So Chad Lackey, who is your race leader, will start to the outside. Trevor in car number 75 will roll P2. He'll be the first car to the inside row. That'll be Harris and Christopherson. Double file restart here. We are not inside 10 laps to go. It'll be 14 to go. Now at the line. Lackey with another great start. Look at Clay Christian. He's going to try and diamond it off and cut it down to the bottom side of the speedway. Will he have the momentum to go side by side? He will not. Lackey will hold on to that race lead. Butterfield back here running into the 5th position, trying to get around Cody Harris. Cody Harris having a career feature run right now here with the series. Just one spot out of a podium finish. Trying to hold on to at least a top 5 here. Battle for the race lead. Slider incoming. Not going to be able to clear. Chad Lackey got to put his foot down and say, you will not get around me this time. Both drivers ride the fence through turns 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway they come. Does anybody go to the bottom? Both drivers going to go bottom and middle lane here. Lackey with a little bit of a defensive line. CJ LeVere back there getting checked up. That's the 0-3 of Speedy Brissett. 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th. Put them all right there. 4. Locked by 4. There you see the 4 of Riome. He was locked together with the number 4 of CJ LeVere. They are able to figure it out for the time being. Back to the front just to take a quick peek, because it'll be the double high fives at the flag stand this time. Caution lights are on. Caution lights for the 4th time are on the speedway. I believe we were watching the number 4, the Public Enemy setup shop of CJ LeVere. He is involved in this one. There you see the driver out of New York, started in 4th position here tonight. He'll now have to go to the infield. We'll take a look back here. There you see him and Riome battling just inside the top 10. Oh, the car started to come around and nowhere to go, as there was the 11 of Randall Dixon. Watch it here from a different angle. There you saw it in hard nose contact and nowhere. I believe that was Matt Taylor. That was Matt Taylor who got involved also. So the 4th caution flag here tonight of opening night. We got to thank all you race fans once again for tuning in out there tonight on the Turn 3 Racing Network YouTube page. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit the like, let these drivers know you appreciate what they're doing here tonight. Catch all the racing action 15 weeks right here on the Turn 3 Racing Network, myself behind the microphone. It's been since April 1st, and I'm not telling you an April Fool's joke, race fans. It's really been since April 1st since I've been down here pushing the button, so if we messed them up here tonight, let us know. Single file restart, as we just talked momentarily just a couple moments ago, about going single file with under 10 laps to go. So single file. It'll be Lackey bringing us back. One driver jumped out of line. Slider for the race lead, though. Will it stick? Trevor catches the cushion. Turns right underneath. Chad Lackey back to the point. Here comes Clay Christopherson. The Full Throttle Motorsports driver not going away, as he's battling now for P number 2. Will he be able to get it away? The top side seems very dominant right now. Clay Christopherson, though, has not come off the bottom side of the speedway all night long. Cody Harris trying to claw his way back into the top 5. There you see Scotty Riome working the outside. Speed reset down low. Randall Dixon is right there. Butterfield just got around the number 20 just a lap ago. Anybody's ball game still yet. We're here 7 laps to go. Lackey continuing to lead. It'll be 6 times this time by We've had 3 leaders here tonight. 3 leaders getting scored with a lap led. Can Chad Lackey, they'll hold on for 5 more laps, because this time it's the hi, how are you? 5 fingers in the air. It'll be 5 more times around the dirt track here at Charlotte. Trevor up there just trying to catch a little bit of moisture up there on the top, trying to propel that car. Clay Christopherson has finally gone to the top. Scotty Rione back there throwing a slider on the number 93 of Jason Butterfield. Butterfield throwing him right back at him. He says, anything you can do, I can do better. And Scotty says, oh, can ya? Car around. Car going to the infield. That's the number 59, Stephen Brissett. The front end of that car is shortened up. One driver also back there. I believe that is Klump in car number 35. A couple drivers involved in this one. Cody Harris possibly involved in this one. Cody McPherson. Matt Barber, I'm being told. Let's take a look back here. There's Barber in the white number 16. Oh, the 007 of Bachman got sideways on the cushion. Reynolds into the back of Barber, and Barber trying to lock it up and hold it down. And everybody here at the dirt track at Charlotte, pedal to the metal, flying out of turn number 2. And unfortunately, everybody ran out of space. Take a look at this. Riding on board with the number 59. This is with Stephen Brissett. Tries to turn down and just nowhere as the sliding number 16 of Barber coming down the speedway. That's going to shorten up the right front on the number 59. So, looks like Matt Taylor has called it an evening here tonight, along with Cody McPherson and Jeff Sharp. Those drivers not going to finish off the 35-lap feature. iRacing.com pace track going to head to the safety of pit lane. The infield here tonight at the dirt track at Charlotte. 5th caution flag wrapped up, ready to go. Chad Lackey still trying to hang on. 3 laps to go. Here comes Clay Christensen. He knows off the restart he has to pounce before the outside lane gets wound up. He'll run it side by side down the back straightaway for P number 2. Trevor holding on to the outside lane. Christensen holding the bottom side. Popsicle sticks up. 2 to go at the caution lights. Caution lights are on. Dean Reynolds in the number 79 has gone around. There you see the Full Throttle Motorsports. BG Graphics number 79 and Dean Reynolds, driver out of Syracuse, New York. Let's take a look. He was inside the top 10, running 10th at the time of the yellow. Oh, a big stack up. Dean catches the bumper bar there, the 7, the Van Sickle Electric number 7 of Anthony Roselli. Nowhere for CJ LaVere to go also. I believe Green involved. There you see Sean Green. There's the 59 of Stephen Brissett. He came to a stop. We talk about it all the time, just nowhere to go. Watch this, CJ LaVere. Down around the bottom, you think you're minding your own business, and then all of a sudden, nowhere to go, Cotton Eye Joe. Should have a 2-lap shootout, I do believe, here. Pace truck. Lights should be going off this time. I'm getting the okay, we are good to go. Yep, there they go. The pace truck lights are out. Hardest charger right now here tonight is the number 7 of Anthony Roselli. The hard charger were brought to us by Mr. Radiator Auto Service, awarding $5 to the hardest charger in our feature event. So the driver that picks up the most spots right now is Anthony Roselli, but this one is not over. Anything could happen. Roselli having plus 12, sitting into the 10th position currently. Caution lights out, ready to go. Nose to tail. Lackey. Back at it. 2 laps remaining. Christensen going to come down to the bottom, but he got bumped by Jason Butterfield. It's going to upset the number 51. Christensen not able to attack, as now we're going to see the white flag for Chad Lackey. Can he pick up his first career 358 Modified Series win here at the dirt track at Charlotte? He'll run the middle, but up top, Trevor going to haul the mail one final time into turns 3 and 4. Will he have enough? He will not. It'll be Chad Lackey holding on here tonight at the dirt track at Charlotte. It'll be Lackey, Trevor, Blake Christensen, Scotty Riome, Jason Butterfield, Cody Harris, Randall Dixon, Speedy Brissett, Sam Bachman, and Kelly Wheeler, rounding out the unofficial top 10 here tonight from the dirt track at Charlotte. So Chad Lackey going to do a little bit of celebrating here tonight, as he will pick up the win from the dirt track at Charlotte. So we'll get to talk to the top podium finishers here in just a couple of moments. Race fans, you see them down there getting their picture taken, and we'll talk to them in just a couple of moments here. So race fans, don't go anywhere. Hear what the top 3 drivers have to say after the heated 35 laps here tonight from the dirt track at Charlotte. We'll be right back with those post-race interviews just after this.
iRacing is a sim racing game that combines a true-to-life racing experience with an online community of virtual racers from all around the globe. iRacing offers a multitude of officially licensed cars and tracks, laser scanned with millimeter accuracy. Their car models and mechanical systems are based on real-world physics, engineered in cooperation with manufacturers and race teams. Their skill license system ranges from rookie to pro, ensuring members are always pitted against those with similar skill sets. Members are able to sign up for a weekly race series, compete in time trials, host a private race with friends, and participate in racing leagues created and run by the community. With over 170,000 members, iRacing works in partnership with renowned motorsports organizations like NASCAR to deliver virtual races based on the real-life NASCAR Cup Series, as well as many other series on the NASCAR ladder. iRacing also features team racing, providing a variety of options for members to create and manage their own teams. Race with friends or real-world teammates in full-length endurance events like the 24 Hours of Daytona, Spa 24, or the Bathurst 12 Hour. Additional partners include IMSA, World of Outlaws, Supercars, and IndyCar, allowing members to race in their very own Indianapolis 500, Bathurst 1000, Chili Bowl, and many more iconic events. This is iRacing, delivering the most authentic racing experience short of getting into a real race car. Sign up today at iRacing.com.
I'm Jake McDonough, one of the co-owners of Woodware. I work with Drew and my dad Brian, and we've been here for a long time. We have a great relationship with G-Stone Motors. They've always taken great care of us. I remember when I was a kid riding in G-Stone box trucks. The G-Stone service department has been great. They get us back on the road as soon as we need. If we don't have our vehicles, we're not doing business, and so they always make sure that we're able to operate, at our highest level. It's been a great relationship.
G-Stone Motors, your family Ford dealership, Route 7 South, Middlebury, Vermont.
Welcome back here to the dirt track at Charlotte. Race fans, 35 laps here tonight in the season opener, brought to us by G-Stone Motors right here at the dirt track at Charlotte. The 802 iRacing series back for season number 4, and we have a winner standing by with us. So what do you say we head trackside here tonight to talk to the driver of car number 66 of Chad Lackey. Chad, gonna pick up the first win of the season and your first career win with the series. How did you hold off that number 75 in your mirror? Because, boy, it was coming.
Yeah, seriously. Honest to God, I think I held my breath probably for about 3/4 of that race. That was intense. I wasn't impressed with all the cautions. I had a feeling that was going to hurt me near the end. Trevor almost got me on that slider there, but early on, Clay showed me the bottom. I knew I had to get down there early after a warm up there. So yeah, I followed him for a couple laps, and then all of a sudden, I looked at my rear view camera and then saw Trevor. He wasn't sitting still up top, so I knew after that second or third caution, whatever it was, I had to move my way up there to try to get around Clay. But yeah, all in all, it all worked out. So couldn't be happier.
Couldn't be happier, I'm sure. But let's take it one step back here yet. That final yellow flag you were coming to get 2 to go. How did it feel in the cockpit when you saw the yellow flag come out, knowing you were that close?
It's funny you say that. There's a live face cam of a bunch of us from one of our discords there. That I think Shane Billings is streaming. So there's a bunch of our face cams, and you can hear all of us talking. Yeah, I wasn't I wasn't the happiest camper, that's for sure. I wanted to get through that race. Those cautions were really hurting me. Just trying to hold off Trevor there near the end. That's pretty much my plan. That's all it was.
Well, you did it. You can release those muscles there in your face. And race fans, I can probably tell you it wasn't PG, so don't go tune into that one just yet with the little one still awake here tonight. But hey, Chad, we're going to head from the dirt track here in Charlotte. We're going to go south, Volusia, next week. 35 laps. What do you think?
No, I'm looking forward to it, man. Volusia is one of those tracks where it's pretty technical. It's either you're right on the top, you're right in the middle, or you're right on the bottom. It really just depends on how the track turns out near the end. If it's a bottom feeder, I like my chances.
Well, you were able to roll the bottom and rip the lip here tonight. A couple sliders thrown in there. But hey, how about we slide this red carpet out? We dusted it off here tonight, vacuumed it. Because tonight you're in victory lane. The microphone's yours, my friend. Who do you got to thank back home here tonight?
First, I got to start with Billings Motorsports, Yurishi Media. Of course, he's on the nose of my car. If I was using the proper car tonight, he would be under Billings Motorsports, so we'll put him second. Vertex Graphics for this wrap. I got to thank Tommy Guns for my the wrap I was supposed to use. Victory Fuel. Of course, yourself, Roger, for doing the broadcast. All the work behind the scenes for 802. Whoever, like Dean, Rob, Brandon, got to thank all of them for putting this league on. Of course, Justin Stone from G Stone Motors for sponsoring the league. Very happy to be a part of this.
There you have it, tonight's winner after 35 laps here tonight. Chad Lackey going to victory lane, picking up his first career victory with the series. The driver that just chased him across the line, how about it? Giroux. We got it now for your race fans. Trevor Giroux, car number 75 here tonight, second. What did you need to go up there and get around that 66 of Chad Lackey?
I think just some longer green flag runs. I feel like the car and myself just kind of settled in after, our longest was like 10 laps, and by 8 or 9 laps into the run, just kind of was settling in and, felt comfortable on the top. And yeah, like I said, just settling in, and as the run went on, just felt better and felt like I was catching and able to hang with Chad there. And then the caution would come out and he'd get a jump on a restart, and then I'd have to make all that ground back up. And looked under him on that one restart where I just timed it really good. And then on these cars, there's just no momentum, so he just ducked under. And yeah, I felt like after that second last or last caution, I think I just abused the tires a little too much. I couldn't get back up to him, but hell of a run by Chad, man. It's he's a friend, he's a fellow Canadian, so super happy for him, and definitely not going to be upset with a second here in my debut in 802 here.
Yeah, talk about that coming in, as this is your first ever start with the series. You were able to lock yourself into the feature and have a chance to win here tonight. A lot of names maybe you're not familiar with, but a lot of names out there you've raced side by side with before.
Yeah, for sure. A lot of teammates obviously come over and race here, and that's basically how I got in. And a lot of guys from other leagues as well. Probably half the field I recognize, or maybe more. So definitely pumped to be over here, and just heard nothing but great things, and we can all appreciate a good, hard racing, clean league, and definitely looking forward to being a part of that. And I think it's a decently long season, so lots of work to do, and looking forward to next week.
14 races left. Volusia, Knoxville, Eldora, Lucas Oil, Lernerville, Oswego, Williams Grove, and right back here at Charlotte. What do you think here for call it the next 8 at least?
Yeah, definitely. I don't think you said a track I didn't like. So, especially next week at Volusia, I'm very comfortable there. Have had lots of success there in other leagues. So, definitely hoping to carry that success over to next week here and see what we can do.
Well, we can't wait to see you next week. So what do you say? Who's on the side of the car? Who makes this all possible to make this number 75 as fast as it is out here tonight?
First and foremost, all the guys at Full Throttle Motorsports are 2, 3, and 4 here. So props to Clay, props to Scotty, all the guys that were running tonight. Super good group of guys. Big Tim Race Wraps for this wrap here, and gotta thank Expert Installation, Swan Speed Shop, everyone at 802 here, everyone behind the scenes for doing this stuff for us, giving a spot to race out. I really appreciate it, and I'm sure everyone else does. It's like I said, it's going to be a fun season. Definitely looking forward to the season and racing in this league. Like I said, heard great things, so super excited to be here.
You heard good things, race fans, except for the announcer that butchered his name 10 ways till next Tuesday. It is Giroux, though. Trevor Giroux, car number 75, making his debut. Coming home, P number 2. 9 spots gained for him tonight here in the feature. Driver, though, that will round out the podium here tonight. How about it, Christopherson? You had a good car. It ran right down around the bottom side most of the night. I think it was maybe 5 laps to go. It looked like you finally moved to the top side.
Yeah, I'm not usually comfortable on the top here. Never have been, but I can usually keep the bottom with momentum. But the top just got way too dominant with the drive off. Restarts it was okay coming into 1, but I had to do a slider line in 3, otherwise I'd lose all my momentum again.
So this track, you say you don't like the outside. What did you need late in this one, as it seemed to be the track migrated to the top? What did you need to go up there and get around Giroux and Lackey and possibly try to run away and park this car tonight in Victory Lane?
Probably like a super late model or a 410.
I mean, that is fair. That is fair.
That would have been my only way.
So you're telling me the old taxi cab just didn't have the horsepower tonight?
Oh, no, the junkyard motor can't really run the top as good, but she puts around the bottom pretty good.
Well, at least she looks good back there. How does it feel to be back behind the wheel here with 802 for season number 4?
It's good. This is one of my favorite leagues to run. Mainly, it's competition constantly from 15th on back. Even it's still hard to pass and still tough to race some of these guys. So the competition's a lot higher, and it makes it, if you win or even a top 3, that much more satisfying.
Yeah, it is a stacked field. I can tell you there was winners tonight who finished outside the top 15, so you're right on that one. But hey, a 3rd place finish to start the season, that's some pretty good points, right?
Yeah, I usually don't watch those because then I get too competitive. But yeah, starting the night with a top 3 is fairly well.
Well, hey, it was a great night for you. I know you don't want to talk to us too much, so we're just say who's at home, who do you love, who do you got to thank for another great start to a season?
You for broadcasting, all the guys at FTM, 802 for the league, and Swan Speed Shop for 358 and big block sets.
There you have it. He comes home, P number 3. It is Clay Christopherson, not Chris Christopherson, like I called him in his heat race fans. We're going to get the names right. Dean told me I have to this year at least go one full event without butchering somebody's name, and at least we know it is Giroux. It is Trevor Giroux there in car number 75 who finished P number 2, following Chad Lackey across the line here tonight. A great way to start a season. Why? 1, the car count was great. 2, the racing was absolutely stellar. And 3, it came right down to the end of this one, race fans. You heard from the top 3, you heard the whole race, but you didn't hear who picked up the Hard Charger Award. That's right, the Mr. Radiator Auto Service Hard Charger Award presented to each driver in the feature who picks up the most positions in our feature competition. Tonight, that is going to go to, if I'm looking at it right, that'll be the number 7 of Anthony Roselli, the driver out of Pennsylvania, driving the Van Sickle Electric number 7, picks up 11 spots. He will finish P number 11. Notables here tonight on this one, though. Cody Harris qualifying in from picking up a heat race win, his first heat race win with the 802 iRacing Series. He'll also have a career finish victory for himself. I'm sure he's going to say this one. 6th tonight in our feature. Some drivers that are going to have a lot of work left here after this one. How about Dean Reynolds back in 20th? Matt Barber 19th. How about CJ LeVere a 15th? With the fields as stacked as they are, race fans, you can't have a miss. And starting out the season like that, they got a lot of work to do. But hey, you're going to get to catch it all right here on the Turn 3 Racing Network every Tuesday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. These drivers will be back here with the G-Stone Motors 358 Modified Series presented by the 802 iRacing League. Race fans, for everybody at the 802 Series, everybody at G-Stone Motors, we thank you tonight for tuning in to watch the show here tonight at the virtual Charlotte Dirt Track. And until we catch you next week in Florida, everybody stay safe, and we'll see you in Turn 3.
Everybody has some kind of a hobby, and it seems that mine was collecting stuff. I've got to the point where I've had to get rid of some of this, and G-Stone Motors, they didn't take anything in trade. I'd trade my Caterpillar D4D bulldozer for a pickup. I think it's great service for people to trade in something. The G-Stone Motors team is a great group of people that I would recommend to anybody.
G-Stone Motors, your family Ford dealership, Route 7 South, Middlebury, Vermont.